Hey there. Uh, this is the losers semifinal of the Prosperity Mix tournament, playing RTT. So, um, I get to go first. It looks like there's Corey and a bunch of pretty good actions. Counterfeit will be key. We can do Corey Silver. I guess one consideration of Silver is just that you have a little better chance of hitting a counterfeit. On the other hand, Corey's a little better for getting your artisan, which could be quite nice. Well, will be quite nice, I should say. Yeah, there aren't cheap components, but you can afford to take a few extra silvers. That's fine. And certainly like a second Corey if you hit a 4. And after that, you shouldn't have too much trouble getting that action. So I think we'll just open Corey Silver. Counterfeit nothing would be pretty reasonably good as well. I do have 5 here, so I'm gonna. Well, okay, so I can buy the artisan. I'm actually, and the artisan then can of course gain a counterfeit, so that's pretty reasonable. I will take one more silver and then probably stop after that. A big mint turn is nice if you get the chance, but not super easy to get the chance. He buys a counterfeit. I have to look here about what exactly I want to put back. I mean, most likely it'll be a silver or a Corey. Just got to think about what I want to buy. I don't think there's a way to. I mean, I could buy 2 things if I do a counterfeit the silver. If I put a copper back, that would allow me to do 2 6s, I think. Maybe not, but 2 cities, I guess, potentially, but that's not super great at this point. I do think I like a hireling here before the shuffle. So I put the Corey back. I don't know exactly what I have left. If I knew the 4 cards were, I guess it's 1 estate and like, that was a lot of the copper. So it's not like it's a good mint hand in the next hand. So I guess I'll just put the Corey back. It's not clear to me, though, to be perfectly honest. I guess I could have put the counterfeit back. Yeah, that would have been better, right? Put the counterfeit back. Well, I wouldn't. Well, maybe. I don't know. This is not a big deal. This could either be like a second artisan, a second hireling, a nobles. Could be border village not counterfeit, border village city. I don't really have enough villages that was, or enough terminals that I needed to take that at that point. Get a little bit of hireling collision, but that's okay. I don't think we're into the Royal Blacksmiths yet, though it was a consideration. This is going to be a counterfeit. And then I guess I'm going to throw a state back. And see what we can do here. Triple City is not that appealing. Another artisan would be good at some point, but I'm trying to think if it's okay to get the old or the blacksmith at this point. Probably still premature to take that debt. Six is a little bit nicer. Get another artisan or another nobles. It's probably better to focus on drawing the deck first. Unfortunate, of course, that we drew the nobles here, but not a lot you can do about it. He gets his third counterfeit here. Probably this is Noble City for him. Yep. This is, of course, pretty sad, but well, it's not really that sad. I got the two counterfeit, or the two quarries. He may be able to empty the nobles here. We'll see if he chooses to. That'd be a little bit risky, I guess. I'm gonna draw a deck here, or most of it anyway. Which will be really good for me. So I guess I just have to decide whether I want to empty stuff. Probably not empty anything, but could get a platinum and 3 cities. I think I'd probably need an additional artisan. That's not bad though. It can also be artisan triple border village. What I don't know is like whether we're going to get into greening here or not. If we do, then the platinum is nice. he resigns. Maybe he has a dud. I don't know. That would be a reasonable reason to resign there, because I'm not really gonna dud much past that. Or it's unlikely. With artisans. Okay, gotta generate another board. I don't know that I made all the right choices on my artisan top decks. That was the main thing I mean, I feel okay about my buys for the most part. The artisan top decks were maybe places where I could have improved with like knowledge of what the next hand was likely to have. This looks like probably Magpie Forger opening. Into storyteller stuff, I guess. I mean, yeah. Building is sort of hard to do here. I mean, there are ways to get around that. No, I mean, never mind. Spices has buys. So, I mean, you can take a silver also. You don't have to do the forger. I guess you could just try to Magpie Spices money. That probably loses. I don't know. I'm definitely not all the way up with my Renaissance stuff so far. So basically we had the same 3-4 turn. Turns 3-4. I mean, they weren't the same, but the end result was the same. He goes with a wedding. That's fine. Probably. Nobody has trashed a copper yet. I'm going to here. Not really sure how much you ought to build here. That's not clear to me. Like, I could take a wedding now. He could go like Magpie Chariot Race, maybe. If there was like a gold gainer, building would be pretty clear. Wedding isn't quite that. What does innovation do the first time you gain an action? That's not bad while there are magpies left, to be honest. It doesn't do so much later on. I guess I'm going to try a wedding. I don't buy wedding much. I'm not really sure if it's any good, but hopefully I gain some magpies this turn. Would like to have at least a few more. That's okay-ish. I can live with it in any case. He'll probably clean up. Did he shuffle? Yeah, so he probably will get the rest of the magpies. Which I think means maybe I got 4. Well, I think I have 5, but I'm not sure. I could also do the chariot race wedding thing here. I'll just get a storyteller. This is not good. This is quite bad, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Because if I could have picked up the last of the magpies, that gives you a bit of an edge in the story or in the chariot race stuff. Not a huge edge, but something. But he's gonna get the. No, okay. He could still buy them, but he's probably not going to. So it's not over. You can use magpies to some degree to control your chariot race hits. At the least to be informed about them. Alright. So I did win that split by a pretty good amount. This is probably too much, but it's a little bit too much. There's a chariot race on the bottom. Actually, it ended up being okay. Since in the case that I bottom decked the chair. Pardon me, the chariot race. So this is pretty okay still. I guess he has not trashed as much as me. He has 4 coppers left still. Maybe I'm okay. Oh, no. 3. So he has 3 left as well. I missed the one I had in play. Okay. This could be like chariot race wedding. It could also be chariot race gold. Like if I don't want the debt, which is not clear to me, to be perfectly honest. This could be... See, this is pretty bad, this turn, for me. At some point, it's going to just make more sense to not take the debt, I think. But... he has more good stuff than me. At least a little bit. I got a forager on top, so that's I'm gonna want to draw first. Let's see what he has. He's got chariot race. I mean, I guess the magpie can check, though it can also just draw gold, so that's not ideal, but the check is pretty good. So what's my last card? Another magpie, or is it it's another magpie. You can also do forum to control the chariot races. probably pretty good. This is nice for me. He's drawn a couple of his golds already, so he's not really likely to win a chariot race at this point. I have a good shot of winning my first one. Not great because he has a lot of fives, but he just has a lot more money than me. I need to add a little more. I need to add some spices probably. Yeah, he's just going to beat me by just having a better deck unless I get just exceptionally lucky. I guess there's one copper left, so I can play the magpies and check stuff. So I didn't get to draw the whole deck, which is not good, but he's still in fine position, to be honest. Again, unless I just get like really exceptionally lucky, he should be okay. Which I'm happy to get really exceptionally lucky, if that's what's going to go down. Oh, I didn't find any storytellers. Okay. Same as me. You got spices. So now the magpie play can only pull gold out and hurt me. Right? I guess I could find province on top, but this is likely to just be a really fairly low scoring round for me. Could be a gold. Nope. That was actually quite lucky, given what I there's a no, what is there? I'm not sure. Okay. I knew there was one forager, but wasn't really sure about the other one. So, that was quite nice for me. I could go province for him. I think that's what I'm going to try. I don't think there was like a forager finish at any point. I wasn't checking all that well though, so he's gonna have a storyteller this time. And his chariot races are pretty likely to hit. There's no way I'm gonna have like $18 and 6 buys. That's crazy. This turn's really good for him. So we'll just hope he top decked a chariot race and maybe I'll have a really good one. He can double province. Like, that seems pretty stinking safe. It's not technically, but he can also wait. He doesn't have to double province this turn. He can do next turn. Like, he can province for him is pretty good for him. I think that's what I would do, actually. Though I think he'll win if he double provinces, but he doesn't have to. There's no reason to spin the coffers to, like, say, double province duchy. You just take a single province here and then wait and double province on your next turn. I'm not going to triple. I don't think I can triple even if I have a perfect draw. Maybe with a perfect draw. But I don't think so. Like, I have what? There's no way. Like, I have $10 and then 15. Yeah, it's like I can double if I have like a perfect draw. But so these are basically not going to hit very much. Pardon me. We'll just draw a little bit. If we can see that there's a province up there, then we can do it. I guess we might as well throw these now. The last one won't hit, but oh, it was the gold. Yeah, well, okay. That was about as good as I could have hoped for a turn. And now I just have to hope that he does. Is it the coin from the magpie worth anything to me? Probably not. 10, 12. I guess it lets me do province duchy. Or province for him. I mean, he's just going to double duchy, but... I guess province spices actually is what I got to do, because I need to be able to double. If he doesn't double. Well, let's see. If he doesn't do anything, I mean, he can take one for sure. 35. I think I want the spices. This is really awful, of course. And this reveal is pretty bad. Yeah, it looks like he's going to get his double, no problem. Should be more or less in hand at this point. All right. Puka. I'm not good with Puka. I mean, probably fine with Puka, but... Ooh, we had shelters. Didn't get the ghost, I always call it ghost, the goat OE hand, which I don't even know if that's actually good, but probably it is. Chance to play goat in turns 1 and 2. At least I have the goat with something. Hovland with cursed gold if I want that. So the building here is a little bit strange. I would say you probably want to keep your cursed gold around. So it's probably like a forager opening or a pixie opening. What is pageant? Forger Pixie seems pretty reasonable. We'll just try the Forager. He goes with, well, he may not have had an option. 6 is not, well, Hunting Grounds is okay, actually. Okay-ish. Bandit is okay-ish. I could have gone Pageant, I guess, since I was going to spend... You know what, I'm going to try it. I would never do this normally, but... Let's see what he goes with. He gets a Forger now. I don't want another curse goal, or I don't want another curse. So this will be a Pixie. Maybe I'll hit his goat. Wouldn't that be something? Which means I hope he plays his goat this turn. This will probably just be another Pixie buy. So he just kills the Curse Gold. It's interesting. I did get his goat. So the Foragers are already 2, and they'll be 3 for sure. And eventually 4. I mean, eventually we'll hit a gold probably. So probably there's more to trash. I'm trying to think if I want a Forager here or Pixie. Or Pageant. Pageant's not bad. Pageant would let you kind of work your way up to King's Courts. I'll try the Pageant. Play with the old projects a little bit. These are all pretty good cards, so I'll just keep it. I need to keep the Necro. I probably should have another Forager. Wisp's very nice. Yes, I will do this. I'll just keep it. I need to get more draw. 13 would be like king hunting grounds, which would be okay. Could also go king forager. Probably don't want to take the curse here. King pixie is reasonable. I guess I still have just a ton of coppers. So like king puka is also probably okay. Or forager puka. I kind of like that. Though I did kill my necro. Forager king. Let's go forager king. This, of course, is not too surprising, but whatever. It's okay. Gonna have to buy hunting ground soon. I guess I could... could take the hunting grounds here. And then... see what happens. We may draw king. He's definitely thinner. The picks or the wisps are really nice. For sure. He'll probably finish off the pixies here, I'm assuming. I mean, we're still in this game, but it's going to be kind of dependent on some draws here. Because the wisps are so nice. Probably goes king hunting grounds. That's fine too. That's reasonable. Maybe more than reasonable. Let's do it. I mean, the nice thing here is that if you just want the pixies for cantrips, there's a pile of settlers which can also do that. So the pixies are of course better, but the settlers are okay. The real harm here is flipping the king. But what can you do? So he's definitely ahead now. I don't know if I have another king's court in here. I don't think I do. So this is definitely going down. Well, this is slightly sad, but it's okay. Need to think here a little bit. Can definitely play bandit and draw. It's not going to be safe to do that twice, so... here it's just a question of whether I want to play all the foragers. The answer is likely yes. Since they're +5 and they get treasures out of my deck. If we go too low, he may be able to finish. If we score, he won't be able to. Like if we lower the king's courts, then the foragers may be pileable. Well, right now he can get 7 buys. Potentially more. He still has some pixies, I think. 3 pixies. So he could get quite a few gains, actually, depending on what the boons are. I don't know which boons are left, but he could get quite some gains. So this is not... It's not really going to be safe for me to lower piles, but I'm going to have to some. He probably isn't going to have that much money or draw. I don't know. It depends. If he king stuff, then anything's possible. I can do king groundskeeper, hunting grounds. This may be a win for him. Can also double hunting grounds. Like I don't need don't necessarily need a groundskeeper, but I don't know if I want a copper. I don't know if a copper even really helps me all that much. He may have a finish. I didn't score, so. Copper probably doesn't really matter. Except in being bad. It may matter in that sense. We're just going to have to see what his pixies do. Oh, is he just stopping? Okay. If he lowers piles, I may have a win. Like, if he buys a king's court, then I feel pretty possible. This may be possible. I should have bought 3 hunting grounds, though, instead of the groundskeeper. What do I have in the discard? King's Court Forager. Pardon me. Bandit Settlers. And a groundskeeper. I guess I was going to find out about that anyway. I think if I find... I think this probably wins. But let me check. These are all 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can do $30. Yeah, this should win. $30 and 7 buys. Should be way more than enough. Alright, well, thank goodness I bought that groundskeeper when I did. Or thank goodness I had them anyway. I don't know. I didn't feel good about really either of our play there. I mean, it was okay. It was like going to be somewhat random from the bandit hits, but like hitting goat was obviously very good for me. I should have got trashing sooner, or more trashing sooner, but I don't know. That's a weird board. I honestly don't feel particularly good about the play, or have any real clear idea of what to do to improve it, which is always a good spot to be in. Another magpie thing. This doesn't have storyteller. That's the classic prosperity mix thing, is the horn with storyteller. We don't have that, so but we did Villa, which offers a similar kind of opportunity to gain and play a lot of cards. I guess I could pageant magpie if I don't want a silver. I mean, I gotta think. Silver's probably okay. They're probably fairly close, to be honest. You don't need the silver for horn reasons at all. That's not a thing here. I mean, not really. You got Necro too, so that shouldn't really be a problem. The silver's not great. So the question is just if you need it for hitting price points, but probably not if you're just buying magpies and stuff. I'm going to try it again. I just feel like kind of playing with the projects a little bit more. I don't feel like especially good about it or anything, but my magpie missed, so that's not ideal. And it also didn't do a whole lot for me. Obviously, the hunting grounds is really nice. He'll probably get a horn. Yeah, I think hitting 6 was good enough that this silver is probably good. I would have gotten a horn for sure. When you have Villa, you might as well just punch this. Alright, I guess I'll pick up a silver on turn 50 or whatever. That wasn't very good. I'm going to buy a horn here. I guess you could have a guild hall at some point. He probably has his hunting. No, he doesn't. You just want to buy hunting grounds anytime you have 6s with the villas. My magpies aren't really getting it done for me. I mean, that's my own fault, to be sure. I didn't really build a deck for it to get it done. He should just crush me, actually, at this point. Well, I'll buy silver next time I need to get a 6. This was nice, though. Finding the Necro is what I'm specifically referring to. It would have been funny if he somehow didn't have 4 uniques there. There's no trashing, so people can still dud, but he's way ahead. But I'll do my best. I would just get more hunting grounds. Another horn's fine, too. I don't know if he had any gain and play abilities there. Wouldn't surprise me if he did, but... Whoa, sorry. I don't know if he'll let me, but I forgot to play my